All right, the first game that we're going to talk about today is called Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This one's from LucasArts, developed by The Collective.
Right.
We looked at it on the PlayStation 2. It's also on the Xbox. What'd you think of Revenge of the Sith?
I was actually really surprised at how fun, how easy it is to get into. I mean, some of the lightsaber moves they got going on are just incredible. You know, now it isn't a really in-depth game. You know, it's more of just a fun run around, hit everything with your lightsaber.
Yep.
You know, I mean, the enemies aren't that smart at all, but you know, you go through them, you plow through them. I like the graphics. I thought
the graphics
they were good.
are really good. I mean, here's the thing. They obviously modeled this game off of EA's Lord of the Rings games, which are incredibly successful.
Right.
They've mixed up the full motion video clips from the film,
Right.
they've intercut it with the character models from the game, and it's a nice seamless transition. You're right into the story. You actually are exposed to a lot of the story plot points from the film, so if you don't want the spoilers before you see the movie, you might
Right.
not want to get too far into the game. But if you're a fan of the film already and you want to play the game, this is the perfect sort of accompaniment for that.
What I liked was you got these cool like block moves, as lasers are coming in, you can block stuff, but I felt that sometimes that, once you went into like an animation of fighting, because they have all these linkable moves and stuff, once you go into one, you can't instantly block right away, so it kind of has to carry out that animation before it goes into the block.
It's not a Soul Calibur at all. You
Right.
know, it's definitely not as deep as some of the best weapons fighting games out there, but it is pretty solid, and there are some pretty cool combo attacks that you can do. The best thing about this game is easily the combination attacks that you have using force powers, like using a force push or some sort of force grapple, and then you use your lightsaber in concert with that. It's very cool. You can also throw the lightsaber at bad guys. You can push people off the edges with force pushes.
And
force lightning, all kinds of great stuff.
And the way you upgrade your character is also very simple as well, which again, a lot like the Lord of the Rings games. At the end of the level, you can decide, do you want to concentrate more on your force or throwing your saber or whatever. So, but it's simple, which I love, because you get some of these games and it has this really complex system, and you're just, you have to go into menus and everything's strange and crazy. Now, but this is simple.
Yeah, you mentioned that the animations for the lightsaber stuff, some of them aren't interruptible, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but let's be real here. They look amazing. They look incredible.
Oh, I love
all
them.
The stuff that you can do, all the flipping and flying.
And they even have a multiplayer as well, which
the
I
versus
really like.
Combat is really solid. Again, it's not Soul Calibur, so don't expect it to be the most amazing fighting engine ever, but you can do some pretty incredible things. But it would have been nice if the Collective and LucasArts had figured out some way to get some online play in there.
Right.
Some online co-op would have been awesome in this game. I think fans of Star Wars and fans of Revenge of the Sith are going to have a great time with this one. 7.5 out of 10 from me.
I'm giving it an 8. On the positive side, the presentation and graphics in this game are really well done. Using the force powers and lightsabers are really fun, and we like the multiplayer as well.
On the negative side, there should have been some online multiplayer action in this one. The lightsaber combat, although fantastic, does get a bit repetitive. And although we love those lightsaber combat animations, sometimes they're not interruptible, and that can lead to some frustration.